Thanks for hanging with me. I'm Mr. Herman. Today's nibble is a little different. You're not just learning facts, you're becoming a historical investigator. We spent the last few lessons exploring the Han Dynasty, and now it's time to ask a deeper question. Was Han China truly a golden age? Or is that just a story we tell? Are we ready to learn? Let's go. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to define what historians mean by a golden age, review evidence from the Han Dynasty, and use historical thinking to make your claim, backed by facts, not just feelings. So here's the big one. Was Han China truly a golden age, or is that just a story we tell? As you explore the evidence, keep asking, what made the Han special? What parts of their success lasted, and where did they fall short? Before we answer the question, we have to know what a golden age actually is. Historians use that term to describe a time of peace, prosperity, invention, and cultural achievement. It's when an empire isn't just surviving, it's thriving. New ideas are born, art and science flourish, and the legacy lasts long after the empire ends. So, if you were making a checklist for a golden age, what would you include? Strong leadership, big inventions, cultural achievements? Now, let's look at what the Han actually accomplished. They invented paper, a major breakthrough that changed how people wrote and shared ideas. They developed the seismograph, created star maps, and improved tools like the iron plow and the wheelbarrow. They used Confucianism to shape a respectful, orderly government. They created a civil service exam so people could earn government jobs based on knowledge. And through the Silk Road, they connected China to the rest of the world. Goods, ideas, and religions moved across thousands of miles. What does this evidence suggest about life during the Han Dynasty? Sure sounds like the Han were doing a lot right. But hold up, no civilization is perfect. Even during the Han, power and opportunity were mostly for the rich. The civil service exams may have been open to all, but only the wealthy could afford tutors. Merchants were still looked down on, even if they were successful, and women had very few rights or opportunities. There were also rebellions and wars, including conflict along the empire's borders. Can a civilization still be a golden age if some groups are left out? That's a question only you can answer. Now, it's your turn. Based on what you've learned, what do you think? Was Han China a golden age? Or is that title a little too generous? So you need to use at least two pieces of evidence from our lessons. You'll need to dig a little bit deeper and do some research on your own that we may not have covered in the lessons. The goal here isn't to be wrong or right. It's to think like a historian. Can you make a strong claim using what you know? Claim. Was China, Han China, a golden age? Evidence. What evidence do you have to support your claim? And then give me your reasoning. Claim, evidence, reasoning. So, what's your final verdict and why? So let's bring it all back one last time. Was Han China truly a golden age? Or is that just a story we tell? Some people see the Han as one of the greatest dynasties ever, and others point out who got left out of the greatness. Your job is to weigh the facts and decide for yourself. So, until next lesson, stay curious, stay focused, and as always, make today count.